Hey, welcome back to this series about making a small mobile game in Unity. I did some work off camera to centralize the movement script. If you recall, the player had a script called player movement, but we use it for the enemies as well. So what I did is making this movement script that is basically the same, but it uses events, custom events. So for example, this is what happens when the game starts and the player activates itself after 3 seconds, and the enemy activates itself after 5 seconds. The idea is to change, for example, these events on the tile encounter. As it is right now, all the enemy and the player change directions when he's colliding with a tile. But I want the enemies to destroy the tiles, getting a hammer and smashing the tiles. So I'm gonna show you. I also added some sound effects. So this is the intro of the game, where you see the main villain escaping, and now you have to guide this character to the exit. And if the enemy touches it hurts him. It's too close right now. He's gonna die. When he dies, the level restarts. But I added some sounds for when you place a tile, and another for when you destroy a tile. Also, you can place special tiles that make the character jump, and you have to guide it to the exit. So, as you can see, if you place a tile, there is a counter that increases. So the idea is to reach the end with as few tiles as you can. Also, these traps can hurt the player and the enemy as well. So let this little guy bounce back. Let me show you how the enemies get hurt as well. Something like that. I need to get closer. So let's bring him to the top and trap him here, and let this guy work. You can see he is hit, by the time doesn't stop as with the player, which will be a little weird if it happened with the enemies as well. Okay, so for this episode I want to make the die animation for the enemies, and maybe the other tile that right now you can place this tile that make the characters jump. I want to make another tile that can hurt the enemies or the character. Something like a demolition ball hanging from the ceiling with these infinite ropes. So if you place the tile here, when the character walks around here, the ball will fall. But we will see about that. So I'm gonna open a sprite and start making the graphics. So here I have the animations for the main enemy, which is the regular thief. And as you can see, I have the walk animation and the fall animation. So next I want to make the die animation, which will use the default frame that I have of this little guy. So let's see, I have this frame right here. So I'm gonna create a new frame. We'll go to the 11th frame. Let's get rid of this and place this. So the idea is to have something like the player animation when he gets hit, but also I want the enemies to fall down and then fade out or something like that. So let's create the first frame. Will be this. Thing like that, like he's looking to the front. Maybe this side goes a little back. Yeah. And now the arms are in the air. Maybe too big. I also have this background color to check if I'm missing any colors over here. Let me check. Yeah. So maybe this goes here. Something like this. And then the other hand. This is a bit confusing, so I got it. Yeah. Okay, and the legs will be in the air. And maybe I can make the mouth open as with the character. Yeah. Okay, so this will be the first frame, and then he will go down to the ground. Hi, Pagrejo. Okay, so now we will go to the ground so I can use this frame. Maybe make the eyes a little sad. Duplicate this. Wanna move the head to the front and down. I don't wanna make a big animation with too many frames because this will be playing a lot of times. So for each enemy you kill, this animation will play. So I don't think it's a good idea to have this as a big animation. Maybe move the leg a little back. Yeah, but I think this frame needs to be further. Yeah. So in this frame, the head will be almost at the ground. I cannot. Here we go. Maybe something like this. Okay, so the shirt will be over here. Maybe I can have the arm more over here. Yeah, something like this. Maybe the arm is too long. A little mess up. And now the head should be at the ground level and maybe bounce a bit. And now the arm will be around here. Okay. Maybe the bounce will be a bit violent, but I'm gonna try anyway. Maybe the hand could go a little higher. The idea is to have this frame repeat at the end and then fade out. So let's see how it looks. And this one will be repeated sometimes as well. Maybe the bounce isn't too bad for this kind of game. Okay, so now I have to, well, get rid of these duplicates. Okay, so now I have to export this as a sprite sheet. Yeah. And I need to place the actual image in the Unity project. Now this will be a little mess up, but I'm gonna fix it right now. So in the sprite editor, maybe make this a little bigger. Yeah. And now you can see as I added these frames, the sprites are messed up, but if I slice it again in the pivot at the bottom, it will be fixed. Yeah. And now I have to create the animation. So for the enemy we only have walk and jump. I'm gonna create one called hit. Let's see. Oh, let's do directly death. As when the enemy got hit, he doesn't stop as the player. He only keeps walking until he gets hits enough times to be dead. So let's drag the... Well, I'm gonna take this and place it 4 times. And then place the rest, and I can get rid of these duplicates. And I need to place the final frame here. And what I'm gonna make is that this animation doesn't loop, so it will stay in that frame. And I need to actually... I think I'm gonna make this with a trigger. So from any state, if you trigger the death, it will play that animation and stay there. So actually this needs to be a bit slower. Okay, now, so when the have to check how this works for the player. I think, yeah, I call it right here. So this code will be executed when an enemy is hit by a trap. This will be executed if the subject is the player. So I need to check if the hit points are depleted to play. I have the animation, yeah. That trigger, yeah. It was called death, right? Yeah. And now, I want this character to fade out when the animation is done. Do I have a function change state? So what I'm gonna make, because I don't like having this logic for the player here, this one. So I'm gonna make a function that will be called change state. This will check if the state and currently that one. I will change it to state. So instead of having this, I need this num to be public. So I will add another event like this to the death of this character. So I can just do this. Let me see. Instead of this, I'm gonna make on death invoke the event. And now I need to assign the event to the player. Right here. So first we change, well, first we call the game over of the game manager. Game over, and then we change the state of the player to I think I can serialize this state. So maybe I can pass ring. Or maybe adding this. that didn't work. I thought that I could serialize an enum. Let me Google a bit. They are disabled. It's the same thing, I think. Yeah. Nah. I don't think this works. Because this is public. I don't know. The thing is that I have it serialized here, so I don't know why I can't do it here. Nah, I don't think it works right here. So I'm gonna use an int. I can do this. Yeah, I need to check how this enum thing can work with an int. Maybe I can do this. Yeah, it seems. fourth state, which is game
I don't
over.
know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
And in case of the enemy, I want to well, as I'm gonna use it a lot, I'm gonna create a function called enemy death and get rid of this. With here. And call the subscribe event here, which will be in the case of the enemy be but actually I want to check if the hit points are depleted here. I can add more logic to the I have to get rid of this. Yeah, so I can add more logic here. So for example, I want the enemy to be idle, but let me check. Yeah, this is a problem. So let's add another state called dead. This will be the sixth state. And then I want the enemy to fade out. So let's create a bool. And below this state machine, yeah. Let's create a function. But actually I can make this only on the death state, because this will only be triggered by the enemies. So I have a variable around here, yeah, the counter, which I can use to start the fading out in some seconds, instead of doing it right when the animation starts. So let's check this counter. I have the sprite renderer. So I want to subtract on the alpha. I can serialize this, I think. maybe making fade out in 3 seconds. I have an error over here. Yeah. And multiply this by delta time. And actually, let's check the alpha. Let's keep doing this. And maybe here we can use deactivate the game object. Okay, so I'm gonna make a function. Actually, I don't need this variable. Yeah, I do. Okay, this will be a different time to start the actually fade out. So the counter is the current time plus time, this time, and fade out 2. And I think that's it. Have the enemy death around here. This changes the state, so I need to also call the start fade out, maybe in 2 seconds or something like that. So this is in the death state. It's trying to make a fade out, but it only will do it when this variable is true. And this happens, yeah, in the current time plus 3. And this is checking the counter.
Alright, let's bring that beat back.
So, well, I'm gonna try this. Maybe it won't work, but let's give it a go. I'm gonna create a path for the enemy so it won't kill the player. And blocking here. Yeah, he has. Yeah. Okay, maybe I should start the fade out later. Seconds. And the thing is, he was jumping when he got killed, so maybe that's a little weird. That's a little bug. I see. When a character got hit, the alpha of the sprites lowers himself. So it implies that it's invulnerable at that time. So I need to avoid that. So where does it by trap? Yeah, right here. So let's make this. I think this will fix it. So it won't go transparent when he got hit by the last time. I think that's okay. Maybe later I will disable the physics when he's dying, but I think it'll look cool. And now if I get hit with the player, it will behave differently because of these events. Yeah, and then it's game over. Okay, so that's cool. Let me check one thing. Sorry about not replying to the YouTube comments. I don't have two monitors and it's a little hard. Thanks for the comments. I'm currently not working on Octokeeper, but I plan to finish this game in 1 or 2 weeks and then jump back into Octokeeper. The problem with Octokeeper is that it's a really big project and I will need, I don't know, maybe a year or more to finish it. And I had this idea about this little mobile game and I wanted to try it. So one thing I want to do is to move this interface to the ground when the player is close to the top. Let me show you. Let's trap that bad guy. example, right here, these buttons will be better at the top, at the bottom, sorry. So maybe I can do that now. So I have this, and this. Maybe this could be in one game object. Resize with this pivot right here or here, yeah. And this one right here. Okay, so the idea is to move this to the bottom. Yeah, but no, Octokeeper is not dead. It will come back, I promise. So if I place this at the top, I don't know. I don't like that. So for now I won't move the interface. Okay, so maybe I can get around about creating the other tile. So as it is right now, you can only place one actually useful tile, which is the blue one that can make the characters jump. See? If you place this red one, it doesn't do anything. It's only a solid block. So the idea is to have like a trap that triggers a demolition ball that will fall on the characters and can hurt the player or the enemies. So you can more actively hurt the enemies, or if you mess up, you hurt yourself. So let's create the sprite for that. add the objects here. That's weird. Let me check. I thought I have it. Maybe it was on the project itself. Yeah, here it is. The thing is, I thought I have an image for the it was in the on the tileset. On the tileset, I have the spring drawn, so I can make a demolition ball with the Octokeeper palette. Something like this. Way too weird. So I want to make a rope attached to this, like this, to this breaking ball. So let's see. Maybe lighter, yeah. Too much banding. But I want this highlight to be to one side. Something like this. Then darken some areas. And apply some light areas here. And this should be red like the tile itself. Well, this will do for now. but the actual tile won't be this ball. So for example, if I place this trap over here, the ball will be over here and then fall when you pass through here. So I'm gonna make something like this, like a trap. In red. And then when the character or the enemy steps on it, it will go down, and then this ball will fall on them. Okay, so let's export this image to the project. And I need to slice it again because there are new images. So the die set is 16 by 16 and the pivot point is on the center. Okay. Slide. So I have this manager that handles all the painting on the screen with the tiles. And as you can see, when you place this one, which is the jump, it plays this. So I need to change. I don't have the. It didn't update right there. Weird. Okay, so that's because I need to place these images in the tile palette. So these three here, and then this, yeah. Oh, what it is? So this will be the 17 one, yeah. And actually I only have 2 tiles now. Before there was 3 buttons, but I decided to use only 2. I will be right back. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. So now we have the other tile for the trap. The thing is, as a tile set, I can't animate this. So, maybe I could have a transparent one and have this as an object. So let's get this to the project. And now this one should be transparent, yeah. This, well, I could have turned off the opacity, but okay. So instead of having the 17, I will have the reset 2. And then the thing is creating an object like this jump effect. So I will call it ball effect. So this will have right render, which will be the trap itself. And then I'm gonna move this outside the scene, have it right here. Okay. So I need a box collider. (2D) and trigger. The trigger. Something like this. Okay, as you can see, I have the events serialized here, so I can customize any effect easily. So, for example, I will copy this component. This is the events for the jump effect, which applies 450 to the rigid body to make a jump. Yeah, and I will add the animator to this. And here I can have a folder for the ball and create the controller. So I only need one animation, so I think I had it for the spring. Yeah, I need an idle and an activate. So let's create those animations. default, which will be only 1 frame. In the natural state of the trap, and then deactivate, which will be the button press. So I will create a trigger for this, then a transition without exit time, and play this animation when the trigger is called. So when the character collides with this boss collider, it will call the activate trigger. Then I need another object, which will be the ball, the actual ball. Yes. Yeah. And maybe hanging from there. This will have a sphere collider, no, well, a circle collider, yeah, for 2D. And I think I want a rigid body for this, so it will fall down. Didn't this have a check for using gravity? Maybe use this. Okay, so the idea is to activate this animation and then get the rigid body, and I don't know if I can change the gravity to 1. Okay. So I will place this here, and this means when I place the second tile, this effect will be created. So let's try this. I want to add a rope as well, but for now it's okay. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the enemy for this test, so it won't kill the player. Let's trap this. Well, that worked well. But the gravity is 0 and still falling down. I don't know why. Let me check. This. Maybe I can change its type. Maybe this kinematic thing. Okay. But I want this on the ground. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Because I need the effect tag. The thing is, how can I change the pivot of this? That's why I make the spring outside the effect itself. So let's create the spring here. Component right there. Let's get rid of this. Or maybe I can have the boss collider there. But I want the spring to be on the pivot point. Maybe a little to the top. Yeah. And then resize this. And the animation should be here. Copy this component and add it right here. Okay, so let's try it. Actually worse, so I need to place the trap to the ground, but let's try the collision with the player. Yeah. Something like that. Okay, so what's going on here? I'm gonna adjust the position of the trap first, and we will see about the ball later. Okay, so it messes up the physics of the player, and I need it to be a little more to the bottom. Maybe I can make this as a trigger so it won't apply forces to the character. Let's see. What happened there? Well, the spring has to be a little more to the ground. And this collider here. Yeah. Hey, why is jumping? Maybe because of the collision of the tile itself. Let's see. So I'm using this, yeah, that's the collider. So maybe removing that collision will work. But it's not triggered, I don't know why. It's triggering this spring instead of, yeah. Set trigger, wait. But the ball wasn't dropping. That's a problem. Yeah. What happened to the ball? Dynamic, but as this is a trigger, it won't work. If I remove the trigger, yeah. I think I will have to do this without a rigid body for the ball. But I am pretty tired for today, so I will make this maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. So you can watch me on YouTube or Twitch, wherever you like. I'm called on both sides Edudel. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I see you the next time.